Hello adventurers and welcome back to my channel. Today we are in Cherokee, North Carolina and we're going to Santaland. That's right, Christmas is just around the corner and I cannot wait for the season to start rolling in. So I thought what better way to open up the season than with a trip to one of the most magical places on earth. Okay, so where we can't be socially distant, we have our mask. Where we can take it off. So we're going to try to keep our social distance today so we don't have to wear the mask. And I'm already so excited because look what I just found. Ah! This is Santaland, but what place would be complete without a bunny? That's right, we have found our own bunnies. We're gonna go get a closer look. I'm gonna show you what Santaland looks like. Today is gonna be a fun adventure and I cannot wait. As soon as we walk in the gate, we are greeted by this massive bunny. Standing at my 5'7" self, I come up to maybe almost his second button. Almost. He still stands head and shoulders above me. But alongside the big bunny, we have some vegetables and a little worm sticking his head out. And then here we have the wishing well. All the proceeds from this well do go to children's charities, which is super cool. And so you can actually come in here and drop your penny somewhere in this slot or around the edge, and then they collect it and give it to local children. I think that's awesome because this place is for the young and the young at heart, and then just to see that they're actually giving back to the community as well is absolutely awesome. I think that is truly in the spirit of Christmas, so it makes me very, very happy. I think that that's going to be the theme of the day. Happy! And why wouldn't it be? Because I'm right next to the reindeer. And just past the wishing well, we have a massive Frosty. 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 Look guys, over here they have a train depot. We'll have to definitely catch the train in just a little bit. It looks so fun, and as you can see, lots of people are running over there to make sure that they get on board for the first loop around the park for the day. But to start off my day, I'm going to go through the play area. Now, am I going to be able to get on these things? Probably not. They're not designed for adults. However, this is like my childhood all over again. Some of the toys that they have in here are so cool, and they definitely remind me of playing on the old traditional playgrounds as a kid, like this guy. Who doesn't remember sitting on one of these and bouncing around with your friends, and always having that one friend who would be a smarty pants and get off a little bit early so it would send everybody kind of in a tailspin? And look, the characters are so cool. I think this guy is like a pelican. I think so. Most definitely this one is a ram, and he is so cool. And a lion. You can't have an attraction without a lion, can you? Why are you so sad, Mr. Turtle? You have a beautiful view of Santaland today. Now, if you're watching at home, you're probably saying, okay, this looks cool. How much is it? Well, for all people 2 and up, it is $23 plus tax. So it ends up being $25. It's not too bad considering you get to ride everything you want to and play as much as you want. And meet the big man himself. That's right, Santa Claus is going to be here. I'm just so excited. Like I said, Christmas is my favorite time of the year. So whenever I get out here and get to see all this cool stuff that is Christmas themed, it just makes me so joyful. I do want you guys to know though that this isn't just about Santa Claus and elves and fun cutesy things. There's actually a reason for the season, and it is celebrated here as well through this beautiful nativity right by the water. We're gonna cross over this Christmas themed bridge right now and we're off to the chapel. Here she is. This is the Church of All Faith in this beautiful setting here in Cherokee. It looks like Santaland also has a Veterans Pavilion here with all the celebrated military flags and that infamous photo of them raising the flag. Now, if you've seen some of my videos before, I actually told the story about the men who are featured in this picture, and seeing them here also is really special. I think it's so important to celebrate the troops. They've given so much for us. So thank you, Santaland, for acknowledging our troops. Nobody's gonna miss that fire department. It is bright. And what is that? Are those the elves? Oh, they are. They have little elf firemen. Okay, I see you guys. Looks like they have a fire hose over there and some different fire clothing and a fire wheel. Okay, good job, elves. Keep up the good work here at Santaland. Keep us safe. They have real sirens, guys. We probably should move out of the way because they're gonna need through here in a minute. Yeah. We're going to stay walking aside this waterway on the path and find out what's next. What's behind Frosty? I think I saw that this building over here was actually labeled Frosty's. So what is he hiding inside this big yellow building? Sure enough, this is Frosty's t-shirt and collectible. Let's see if they have anything that we absolutely need to take home with us. And then we'll come back before we leave the park and pick it up. Oh guys, this is going to be dangerous. Look at all of these pretty things that they have inside for the adults visiting. And all of these super cute bath bombs. You know what, guys? These would make perfect stocking stuffers. Of course, they have plushies because those are a wonderful Christmas gift too. Oh, look at this, guys. Now this, guys, is something super cool. Typically, you find colorable shirts, but these actually change colors whenever they're exposed to the sun. That is such a fun mystery gift. No Christmas tree would be complete without some really cool, imaginative gifts. These are actually recycled bottles that you can use to package things. And of course they have more Christmas themed items, but they also have giftable items that are a little bit more universal for the rest of the year. So tons of cool stuff here in Frosty's. So for making a Christmas checklist, so far we have seen reindeer, Frosty, Jesus, cool gifts for others, and lots of theming. So that's a handful already, and we haven't even made it really into the depths of the park. This is all just right here by the entrance gate. This place is awesome, guys. There will be a magic show today at 11:30, so we're going to try to catch that. This is another fun photo op. You can actually put your kiddo inside the pouch and then come back here and take a photo from about here and then have a really cool picture at Santaland. And notice I said kiddo because there's no way that I could fit even a single thigh in this pouch right here, so I'm not gonna try. Last thing I need is for them to have to call 911 to get me removed from a kangaroo pouch. That would be one of my weirdest travel stories ever, so we're just gonna avoid that one. Yeah. As we move past the sweet shop, it's time to get a little bit deeper into Santaland. Oh yeah, we will be riding that in a little while. But now we're gonna pass by the blacksmith shop, where it doesn't look like the blacksmith is currently in, and the magic shop. I may have to go inside and check that one out.
3 cotton balls, 3 cups. These cups are solid cups, there's no holes in them, except the hole around the mouth of them.
Okay.
If I put a cotton ball there, cup there, and wave the magic wand over, say abracadabra, it falls off the bottom.
Wasn't that cool, guys? He showed us a magic trick right there. And definitely encouraged us to come to the show. They have 3 shows today, so we have to catch one. Yeah, so as we're moving past the magic shop, there is another one of these amazing places that you can take your family photos. This is so cool, guys. There are so many opportunities to interact and to play and just to take those memories. Well, guys, it just got better. This is the Santa deer barn. So inside here, there are actual deer. Oh, and some of the little babies are outside. They're so pretty. Oh my goodness, we're getting greeted by all of the beautiful babies. Look at them. Hi. Okay, they do have one of these. I need to see if I have some quarters. I'm hoping I have some quarters. Okay, just to note, I do have a quarter, but it also says that there's change available at the game room if I didn't. So, in we go. So we have the corn, and I think we can just stick it here. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, so quick, so quick, so quick. Oh, how fun. Oh no, I probably am gonna go bankrupt feeding these deer. They also have an outdoor feeding area over here, but I'm gonna see what else we have also, because I don't want to feed one animal consistently and lose an entire day because I am so excited. Oh my goodness, it's a bear. It's so cute. Hi. Now it has been raining, so it's a little muddy for them, but it's so adorable. I'm gonna see if we can't go to the other side and get a better view, but oh my goodness. Hi there. Like I said, we're gonna go bankrupt. There's a bear feeding thing, so of course I'm gonna feed them. Look how cute they are. Okay, so in we go. Okay, we have food for the bear now, and the bear is clearly excited. Look, oh my goodness, just waiting. Here we go, and oh my goodness, how cute. Now, a few things to note. If you are coming to Santaland, bring quarters. Definitely bring quarters. And also keep in mind that you aren't allowed to feed the animals anything other than what is in their diet. So the food that they provide. So don't try to put other things down there for them to eat. That's a no-no. Hi, baby. How are you? You are so cute. I wonder what's inside this building. Let's go find out.
No potato. Yes, but you are no potato.
It looks like a Christmas carol. This is the ghost of Jacob Marley. Mini donkeys. Oh, I love me some mini donkeys. Now, if you watched my video about Oatman, Arizona, you'll know that the last time I tried to feed one of these, it was interesting. Next to the donkeys, we have 4-horned sheep. Hello, 4-horned sheep. They're all hanging out trying to avoid the moisture right now. It's time to take on the Big Rock Candy Mountain. It says we need to stay on the walkway. Now you can tell that this attraction is a little bit older than some of the others and is in need of a little bit of paint, but it's the thought that counts, and this looks fun. Let's just go to the top of the mountain. Up this winding candy path. And then is that a tree slide? Oh my gosh. How cool. I really wish I would have known about this place when I was a kid. They probably would have never gotten me out of this place. Let's just be honest. This is a kid's playground. But as a kid at heart, I'm loving it. I want to slide down it, but it's wet, so I can't. We have come over to see these 2 wonderful macaws. He literally just said hello before I turned the camera on. Hello. There he is. Hello! Next to the macaws, we have this blue building with what looks like inside something really special. It is! It's a penguin playland! There he is a little bit more closely. Look, he's showing them how to build the igloo. And then this guy looks like he is the laborer for the day. Poor guy, he has the hardest job. I am beginning to see a trend, guys. We went from macaws to penguins to gold and red pheasants. And I have to say that these things are beautiful. I don't think I've ever seen one of these in person before. Now keep in mind, they do have to use fences so that they can make sure the animals are safe, because the highway is literally right there, guys. So they're protecting the animals by having them in the double fencing. And I just met the guy who is out here feeding them and taking care of them in this little golf cart, and he was telling me a little bit more about them. It's a pretty cool process that they have going here. Some of the animals actually come to them as rescues, so that's kind of neat as well. So it's not like they're just randomly harvesting animals out of nature and bringing them here for our entertainment. They're actually giving them a home once that they don't have one, or they might have been orphaned. So that's really cool. Inside this building, we have the 150-year-old grist mill. And inside, you'll see that up top, that's where the actual mill is. And then they have all of these jams and jellies and things that might have come from a place like this, as well as some information packets and some cool little trinkets over on the wall. Now, as we travel around, you can probably hear the sounds of a roller coaster, and we will get to that, just not yet. I'm gonna save that for a little bit later in the video, but just know, it looks cool. Time now to go into the Elves bunkhouse. This is another animated building. Oh, looks like a couple of them are sleeping over there. Look at them. A little bit more information about the grist mill, which we're now looking at from the outside. It looks like this one was actually moved to the property from Cleveland, Georgia in 1980. This one originally was powered throughout the 1920s. Now the rainbow trout here, they actually feed up and then they release into the wild. So that's kind of a cool thing that they do here in the Cherokee area as well. And here is a little bit more information about that. It says here that they are provided by the Eastern Band of the Cherokee Indians, and they will be released into tribal enterprise water in the fall. So after the park closes, that's when they do this. Look guys, it's pygmy goats. And this reminds me a lot of the setup that they have at Goats on the Roof. The goats can come and go from one area to the next freely. But I am interested in what goes this way. This leads us to Whitebeard's Lake. And it says we need to stay on the path, but that we can come down here. Okay guys, down here it looks like they have paddle boat rides, and you can go out onto the water and actually feed some monkeys, some lemurs. Okay, there's a nice shaded walking trail down through this area also, which would be great on a summer day because it would allow you to have a little bit of relief from the heat. On today, it just is a nice way to get away from the crowd that's starting to assemble. Along this back path, you can also find an Arctic fox. It's gorgeous. And he's just kind of hanging out, chilling. There's also, it looks like, a porcupine over here, and something that I think is the coatimundi. I think. Now it looks like at one time this tube was also open, but right now it's not. But the little Cotabundi's coming over and asking for food, and I feel so bad that I can't give him some, but you know, that's probably for the best. With it not being as visually supervised out here, they probably don't want people putting just any kind of food down the tubes. So that's probably for the best. We're passing by the cavies now, and these are the ones that I always say look kind of like a cross between my Schnauzer, the way he sits, and Bunny. They're not either one of those, but I love them so much. These two are out here getting in some fresh air and enjoying the day. And then there's another one inside his little home back there in the fresh hay, just enjoying himself as well. So this is such a fun place. Over here we have a camel, and it definitely has a sign saying we can't even attempt to pet him because apparently he's a biter. Yeah. I kind of like my fingers. I don't want to lose them. Over here we have the Schoolhouse, and we're gonna go inside and see what they have inside the Santaland school. Looks like they have a smaller classroom size, only about 5 desks in here. I want you guys to pause the video and try this. It's the left-right conflict. Now, depending on my level of caffeination in the morning, sometimes I'm super good at these and sometimes I'm just not awake yet. So cross our fingers. Okay, here we go. So I'm supposed to say the color, not the word, starting at the top. Green, red, blue, yellow, blue, black, red, blue, green, black, red, yellow. See, it starts falling apart for me, guys. So on a positive note, I did it. I had to slow down though. We did not have coffee this morning, so I think that was a pretty good showing considering. Yeah, I think so. It's emus. I learned a long time ago not to try to feed emus. They run up on you crazy. I'm interested to see what's inside this building. We haven't been disappointed yet by a single building here. It looks like this one is some reindeer and they are getting ready for Christmas Day. It looks like they are ironing some of Santa's outfit. And this one right here looks like she is using some kind of little brush on Santa's outfit. I'm not sure on that one. Okay, next up we go to the authentic broom maker. And this has the broom maker's machinery. And then they actually have brooms for sale in the Zoo Emporium. So here you can see all the different things that they might use to create brooms. And a finished product down there on the bottom, it looks like. We are now entering Funland. So buckle up, this is the part that most of you have been wanting to see the entire video. I wanted to leave it for last because I want to show you all of the fun that they have here in Funland. Santaland would not be complete without more than a few rides. They have some really interesting looking ones too, and another playground that is a little bit more modern over here. Guys, that thing moves really fast. Of course I'm gonna ride it because I'm into that, but the sounds of Christmas are in the air also. So as I wait for the carousel, I can hear familiar Christmas tunes playing and it just makes me feel like Christmas. Okay guys, it's time for us to find a horse. I think I'm gonna do the blue one. Woo! Okay guys, we're on. That was super fun, guys. It really is my favorite thing to do, to ride the carousel. I remember when I used to go to Six Flags, that was always the thing that I had to ride before I left the park. And it just continues into my adulthood. There's just a sense of joy that comes from doing that. What are these? Are these like the Jetson cars? See guys, this is what I was talking about. These remind me of something straight out of the Jetsons. But they're holiday themed and have little snowflakes on them. And they go up and down and around in a circle. So they're kind of like a Jetsons helicopter winter wonderland ride. Sure. So here it looks like they have some little boats, which are super fun. Now I can't ride these because I definitely don't meet the weight requirement on them. They're for little kids. But they also have some cool cars behind that. Also super fun for the kiddos. And during the season they actually have an actual garden down here. Now it's a little past the prime on some of these because it's pretty late in the season, but it looks like they have tomatoes, chili peppers, a Doria onion, 10 carrot. I always love me a good play on words, and it just keeps on going. We have Wally Melon, yeah, that's a thing. And beside him, it looks like we have Green Bean. He's a big grinning bean, yeah. Moving past the produce, we're gonna go right over here and cross these railroad tracks to some more attractions down here. This looks like it has a little bit different theming, but we're gonna find out. Different indeed. This takes on the country roots of this portion of North Carolina and actually has a moonshine still. Now you might be asking yourself, well, why is that at Santaland? Well, it's nice that they're remembering the community that they're in. So it's a little bit of everything here. It's mostly themed, but at the same time, it's kind of cool to see stuff like that. I mean, you kind of expect it here in North Carolina and Tennessee areas. So yeah, kind of fun. And then over here we have some old equipment which might have been used in this area for crops and other things. Now while we're walking around and trying to get to some of the other attractions, let me tell you a little bit about Santaland. It was established in 1966. It's been around for a while, and they've added to it kind of here and there as they've gone to make it a more enjoyable experience for the entire family. Guys, this thing is classic, but at the same time it's pretty wobbly, so I'm gonna hang on to the camera pretty closely right now. But the views here are awesome. Okay guys, let's talk about the height of that Ferris wheel. Wow. I was super excited because sometimes you can't ride as a single rider, but I totally could here, and it was so awesome. I hope you enjoyed the view from the top. See, here's Santa with the famous Rudicoaster. Okay guys, so we are at the very back and we're gonna get a good view of everything that's going on now. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's a small roller coaster and it's not supposed to be anything crazy, but it's fun and that's what counts. I had such a good time riding the Rudicoaster just now. I rode it twice. Before we go back and find some more animals to feed, we're gonna go to Rudy's Zoo Emporium, which is right here. Just learned inside there that they actually have 3 scheduled feedings for the bears too, where there's actually a person who goes and interacts with them. That would be cool. That's at 1:45 next. They also do it at 10:45 in the morning. So if you got here whenever they opened at 10, you could easily make your way to the bear enclosure by that feeding. And then after that, move on to the magic show, which starts at 11:30. Yeah, I promised my little goat friends I would come back, and I have food. So, who wants some food? This one does. Oh, look. Yes. Okay, so I think it's time for us to go and catch the train around the park now. This is one of the things that I wanted to put off toward the end of my day. Just because it's going to be my leisurely last look to make sure I didn't miss anything. We made it to the depot, and the depot was established in 1966 here at Santaland. So that is a view of the park from the train. And I have to say, that is a great way to get from one side of the park to the other if you don't feel like walking, or if you just need to go and meet up with somebody, or if you just want to take in the views. You are able to see that second line of the zoo on this train tour also. So if you didn't see it just walking around, you then know it's there, as well as the paddle boats, which are kind of off in the distance. So super fun, definitely enjoyed it. I'm gonna try one more thing before we call it a day here at Santaland. I don't know if he's there, but I think Santa's house is open. Okay guys, I am at Santaland and I found Santa. I am so excited to see you, Santa. I love Christmas so much, and I'm so excited to share you with everyone at home.
Thank you so much for coming to visit.
Definitely. It isn't quite as cold as I thought it would be here at the North Pole.
Well, it's cold in here sometimes in my house, but I have to be careful not to melt.
I completely understand. You are sweet like sugar.
Tell your friends.
Definitely. Thank you guys for letting me come out to Santaland and share Santa with everybody at home.
It's my pleasure. Come see us again.
I definitely will, and I hope that you guys at home will as well, because this has made it all the worth it. They aren't open at Christmas time, but they're open for Christmas pretty much the rest of the year. So come and see Santa here at Santaland, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well guys, that will do it for us today here at Santaland. We capped it off with the most epic, amazing thing possible, meeting Santa. And now, if you have enjoyed today's video, I hope that not only will you leave a like and subscribe, but also come out here to Cherokee, North Carolina, meet Santa for yourself, and enjoy all the wonderful attractions, people, animals that you possibly can imagine. It's been pretty epic. So, from me and Rudolph, we'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!